Hey guys, how's it going? It's Infernoman again. Welcome to a different kind of video. As you guys may know if you've been here for a while, I don't usually upload twice in one day unless there's like something else to talk about, which has only been like twice before, or once. I don't actually remember, but I just wanted to upload twice today because I wanted to talk about something that was announced yesterday, or revealed, sort of to say. As well as talk about something in Smash Bros. That is going to be revealed tomorrow. So starting off with the thing from yesterday, as many people may know, if you didn't know that it happened yesterday, I don't know a single person who wouldn't know, but there was more Crown Tundra news revealed for the second half of the DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I must say that that presentation was probably the best we've received from Pokemon in a while. Like, I feel like there was a lot of things announced that, you know, I don't think there was a single thing that I disliked. You know, there was a couple things I wasn't 100% interested in, but there isn't much to say about it except for, you know, Galarian Slowking. Galarian Slowking's final design has officially been revealed, and you can find all of its statistics and everything, well, not its full statistics, you know, everything about it basically on the official Pokemon website now. I think that went up last night. I don't recall exactly. It probably went up earlier in the day, who knows. But you know, there isn't much for me to say about anything else other than, you know, Crown Tundra looks good. I'm excited to play. I'm excited that Pokemon Go compatibility with Home is coming soon. But what I really just wanted to talk about here was Slowking. So first, to start off, I just want to say what basically everybody's saying. The type is not what we expected. While Slowbro and Slowking, like their original forms, have the same typing, I expected when they teased the design when the trailer came out, back last year, I think it was in January when they revealed DLC stuff at first, but I had expected it to be Poison Dark. I mean, I didn't even know what Galarian Slowbro's type was, so maybe I didn't expect the Poison, but after Slowbro's type was revealed, I expected Poison Dark, and I'm assuming many of you did as well. And when they released on the website the information about it, and it said that it is also Poison Psychic, just like Slowbro, I, as many others, were disappointed. Some people even said they wanted Poison Ghost, and while that would be very similar to Gengar, I think that that would have been a good typing as well. So the Poison Psychic typing is disappointing, not as disappointing as, you know, a lot of other things could be, but, you know, it's kind of sad. Not really too much about the fact that it's not Poison Dark. The next thing I wanted to mention was its Pokedex entry. Its first one that it reads on the website. It says, a brainy Shelter takes charge. Basically, it talks about how Shelter Bite set off a reaction between the chemicals secreted by Galarian Slowpoke's brain and the spices inside its body, causing Slowpoke to gain the Poison type. And also, for some reason, this made it to become far more intelligent than it had been before. Now, the thing I wanted to mention about this specifically, well, there's many things I wanted to talk about. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the part with the spices. I don't know if that has to do with the previous Pokedex entry specifically for Galarian Slowpoke, but that kind of threw me off. I thought that they did a typo, meant to put species, but that didn't make sense either. And the logic of it biting it on its head in a specific area, making its intelligence skyrocket, I kind of don't get that, but, you know, I guess it would make logical sense in some sort of magical way. I don't know. But that's basically all I wanted to say about the Shelter part of the Pokédex. The next thing I wanted to mention was the design. While, you know, I kind of expected that the design would involve the Shelter biting more parts of the head, because, you know, they covered up its whole head in the original trailer for the Crown Tundra that was with the Isle of Armor trailer. I did not expect it to take over its eyes in this sort of way. It's really hard to look at, and the design, I'm not necessarily going to say it's a bad design, but it's just pretty weird to look at. And, you know, Slowbro I definitely like better, especially with the hand cannon part, but Slowking kind of throws me off my game in terms of what I think about it, and honestly, it good for them for coming up with this design, but like the eyes is the one part that I dislike about it, but everything else is completely fine, and I really like its design. And I wanted to mention Eerie Spell as well, its signature move. I think that it's really interesting that it takes 3 PP away from the last move that its opponent used. From what I can see from the animation from it on the picture on the website, it actually looks pretty cool with the symbols floating around Slowking there. So that's basically all I wanted to say about Eerie Spell. And the last thing I wanted to mention about Slowking here was Curious Medicine. And I think that it's just a glorified, differently named version of Haze. I mean, it just resets your ally stat changes. So it's not really anything significantly different. I don't think it's that different from Haze. I just don't see it as anything special. I think they're just like, hey, we got to give this thing an ability where we're going to give it, and they're like, it's a poison type. How about we give it, you know, Haze, but with a different name? And it's basically what it is. You guys can argue with me about it, but I just feel like it's basically the same thing. But that's all I wanted to say about Slowking. The final thing, you know, the only other thing I wanted to talk about in this video is the fact that earlier today, Nintendo Twitter tweeted out that a new fighter will be revealed tomorrow in a Mr. Sakurai Presents for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And all I've got to say is that, you know, I was expecting one soon. We got confirmation that there would be another one in April. So we got confirmation that there would be a fighter from ARMS being announced in June back in April. So it's been about a half a year since, you know, we've gotten confirmation of a new fighter being announced, and it's been, it's going to be October. That's 4 months, so 3.5 months roughly since the last fighter. And you know, I'm really excited. I'm sure, you know, I'm certain that most other people are excited about this. I just wanted to talk about my predictions for what this fighter could end up being. Now, my first thought actually ties into, you know, what a majority of people have been saying. A lot of people might, you know, assume for that reason, because of the date, that it's happening the day before the game comes out, that is sort of a promotion deal. Crash Bandicoot will be announced to be in Super Smash Bros. You know, kind of oddly sort of close to that date. Now, what I think, and what I've seen somebody tweet on Twitter, I'll make sure to link the tweet because I have it saved. Dates do not correlate all the time with new fighter reveals in Super Smash Bros. Not all the time is just because, you know, a date of something happening is a fighter revealed for the game. And not even that fighter that you wanted for is revealed ever for the game, and still hasn't been. So you can't always trust the dates, but it's a little odd that, you know, it's pretty evident that the dates of the reveals for these fighters have been pushed due to COVID and all of that, that it seems kind of weird that they'd reschedule this announcement the day before Crash comes out. Normally I'd be like, oh, I mean, if on the original date no one would even suspect it, because Crash was always coming out on this date, I believe, so nobody would even assume that. Probably, you know, there would always be the Crash fanboys who want Crash in Smash who would say, oh, it's going to be Crash, but now it seems more likely. But that's all I'm going to say about Crash. Crash is possible. You can't always trust dates, though. That's about all I want to say. It's just a coincidence. The next character I want to talk about is the character who I have wanted to be in the game for a while, and although I haven't even touched or seen a single one of his games, I feel like it is a very solid chance that he could end up being added to the series based on his character and his licensing and everything, and that character is Travis Touchdown. While I know absolutely nothing about this character, I feel like he would be added to Smash Bros. And I after looking at what a lot of people have said, I know I'm not the only person that thinks this. A lot of other people have said Travis Touchdown. I've seen it plenty of times. He's a very likely character. No More Heroes has been a fairly recent series that has gained a lot of popularity. The third game will be coming out, you know, I don't even remember the date. If there's an actual confirmed date, or if it's even been pushed, I don't know. If there is a confirmed date, I'll put it on the screen here. But I just feel like he's very probable. But, you know, since I don't know much about him, I can't say much about him. I just feel like it's likely. The last fighter I wanted to talk about probability for, which I feel like not too many people, but plenty of people have been speculating about, is the possibility of a Generation 8 Pokemon being added to the game. And while a lot of people might complain about the fact that a Pokemon is a DLC in terms of a new Pokemon, a lot of people complain that there's too many Pokemon, stuff like that. However, I feel like the way that these Fire Passes have been going, especially since a Fire Emblem character was added as the last fighter of the first Fire's Pass, it's not unlikely that another Pokemon would be added, especially since Generation 8 came out after Super Smash Bros. Released, and we got Incineroar as part of the release, but there is a chance that another Pokemon could be added. Which Pokemon do I think it's going to be? What I want in the game is Grapploct, but I don't think that's a Pokemon that Sakurai would go like, hey, that's a Pokemon that I want to be added to the game, or what people would want to be added to the game. Well, Grapploct would be a very interesting character added to Smash Bros. Not a lot of people see it as one of their favorite Galar Pokemon. You know, many people that don't play Pokemon barely know what it is, and while in recent Pokemon additions to the game, a lot of people don't know who these Pokemon are, they're still better known. And which is why I think Sakurai has tended to push his direction toward adding starter Pokemon to the game rather than, you know, random Pokemon from that generation. So while Grapploct would definitely be a cool Generation 8 Pokemon to add to the game, that's not possible. What I think would be added is Rillaboom or Cinderace. Which one do I think is more likely? Rillaboom most likely. While some people might say it could definitely end up being a combination of Donkey Kong and Venusaur, which I definitely agree with. It could definitely be a combination of Donkey Kong and Venusaur. I mean Ivysaur, sorry, I said the wrong Bulbasaur evolution. I feel like Sakurai would figure out a way to make his moveset more unique than just Donkey Kong fused with Venusaur. I did it again. Donkey Kong fused with Ivysaur. I feel like that would be one that Sakurai would add. However, if it's not Rillaboom, the way I'd see him putting in Cinderace, I don't really have a perfect vision of how I think that he would add Cinderace to the game. I can see him putting it in for sure, but I just don't think, I don't know exactly what type of moveset he'd give Cinderace. I know there would be fire involved, of course, it's a fire type Pokemon. I feel like it's down special, or maybe not even it's down special, it's down A, would be akin to Zero Suit Samus's, where it's like the chop with the leg, you know, where it goes down like it's jabbing into the ground. His final smash would most likely be his Gigantamax form or its Gigantamax form. That would probably be inevitable. I don't know if he would do... Actually, no, he'd probably do its Gmax signature. And he'd do that for Rillaboom too. That's inevitable as well. So obviously if there's going to be a Generation 8 Pokemon at Smash Bros., Sakurai would most likely choose a Pokemon that would be Gigantamax, and it would probably be one of those two starters. Now, you might be wondering why I wouldn't think that it would be Inteleon, and I think it's the other two starters. That's because, A, Inteleon does not have fighter capabilities. It does not have features, you know, things that would necessarily make it probable of being a Smash Bros. Fighter. While you might argue that, you know, the whole sniper thing and all that jazz is similar to Snake, like, what moveset would it have besides, you know, its G-Max move and all that stuff? Like, Water Gun, Squirtle already has it, you know. If you guys think that there's anything that Sakurai could do different for Inteleon, let me know down in the comments, but I just feel like the other two are more probable, with Rillaboom being the most probable. Alright, so that's all I have to say for, speculations and stuff. This was supposed to be a quick video and it turned out to be about 15 minutes, but that's shorter than a majority of my regular videos. So, I just wanted to have a quick discussion. I'm currently on lunch for school, so I just thought, if I make this now, I still have time to make the other video for tomorrow, and, I can just get it all done, and you guys can see what I think about Slowking. And you can find out what I think that will be announced for Smash Bros. Tomorrow. So if I'm right about each of those 3 Pokemon, or even 4 if you count Cinderace, being announced tomorrow, I don't know why I said Pokemon. If you think any of those 4 fighters that I said are probable for Smash Bros. Being announced tomorrow for the Mr. Sakurai Presents, if you agree with me, let me know down in the comments. And I'd really be excited to hear what you guys think is going to be announced if it's not any of those 4 fighters, and let me know what you think about all I said in general. So that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, ring that notification bell. This is Infernum and Burning Out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.